What's up, guys? Tarek with CycloneFPV, and I am sitting here now. We're winding the day down. I've been all day at it, cutting carbon fiber. It has been crazy. And I mean, we've had over 100 some odd frames in the last, I don't know, 3 days or so. So it's been kind of crazy, but now it's time to clean what we cut. So here goes. I'm gonna let you guys, I'm gonna just hang out with y'all. I understand this can get boring as hell, and trust me, I can respect that. But I figured, you know what? If you want to join me, you're more than welcome to. I'm trying to kind of teach these kids that are going to be using our school program what goes into it. So in this bucket right here are tons of carbon fiber pieces. These have been, you guys saw these pieces, they were getting sanded, and now, and then they were re-soaked. That's how we clean them up, right? So now it's a matter of getting all this stuff off of them, washing them down, okay? And they're gonna go into a strainer. This is my little strainer right here. Nothing fancy, you know, just a little itty bitty strainer. They're gonna go into this, what's up, man? What's up, Matt? They're gonna go into this strainer here, and then from there, they're gonna get dried off, and you guys are gonna see what a final product looks like after it's been done like this. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you flat out that I know hands down, I don't think there's a place that does carbon fiber like this. It doesn't mean that I'm saying, you know, theirs isn't good. I mean, everybody's got their method. My thing is that I like to just touch every piece. I like to make sure that I run my fingers on it and don't get a splinter before I ask somebody else to own it, and they do. So, you know, or that there's a blemish, and I'm going to show you. I'll give you an example. Anybody who watched the video today, of all the pieces that I was working on, there was one that I said, okay, this one's a bad one. And it's this right here. So if you look at this, I'll try to show it to you, but if you look at this piece right here, let me make sure I got it on camera, right? Yeah, it's very awkward. Where's the camera? Oh, if you look at this piece right here, everything looks good, and it is. It's really good cut, except right here. Right here, there's a blemish. And honestly, it does nothing to the quality of the frame. It does nothing to the parts at all. It's a physical blemish that I sanded down and corrected, but it's a blemish nonetheless, and it's a blemish that shouldn't be there. So that gets set aside. In this pile are going to be quite a few. There's going to be some that are blemished. Some I can tell you there are cuts where, and I'll show you because I'm going to pull some out here, and I'm doing this on purpose. I can give you an idea of how the errors happen. Okay, this is a good example. Let me turn this water off so I don't waste any. So here's an example of an error. Okay, wait, it looks like we're getting slow signal, so bear with me a second. I'll see if I can make some corrections here so we don't have any problems. All right, let's see if we can jump over there. Okay, that should be better. We should be streaming a little bit smoother now. So let me give you an example of what an error looks like. Sorry if I keep kicking this camera, it's right in my way. Okay, so look right here. This is a brace, right, for one of the quads. And hey, what's up, Angel? Sorry, man, it's been I've been pulling extra hours today. So check this brace out, okay? So everything here is good. The cut is clean, everything's good, except that when it came to this side, the holes didn't go all the way through. Okay, so it's a blemish. It's a problem, right? So now what'll happen is I'll take this over to the press and I'll manually finish it out. Okay, depending on how it comes out depends on if I put it in the problem pile or not. But we're gonna see. So for right now though, I'm just gonna rinse all this soap and gunk off of here because I want to get these dried and ready to go out to the customers. There's Quattros, there's Quattro parts, there's Rapture parts, there's Tank 95 parts. There's a whole bunch of stuff. These are the Rapture base plates right here. So I made an edit on my CNCs. Go ahead, sit back where I want to know y'all want. I made a change on my CNCs so that I actually cut into the tables to level out the tables the way that my machine is set and not have to adjust the table itself because that wood is replaceable. So I just decided to do that. And in return, now we don't have that area where we have those holes. That was because there was a mislevel during a cut a while back. And I saved those pieces because I wanted to salvage them for, let's say, people who didn't have people who couldn't afford to buy a frame. maybe somebody a little down on their luck, and we have some salvage pieces that I would use all day for my frames. I don't personally care, but cosmetically, they're not, they're not perfect. And so I'm not going to try to sell them as much as I would just give them to people who could benefit from it, and enjoy maybe something if they just not in their budget right now. I don't know. I'm not trying to make it sound like my frames are all that, but I do put a lot of work into them. That may mean something to some people. It may mean jack crap to others, and I can understand that. Machines do a hell of a good job. But there's something about, kind of like how you guys love flying, I love doing this. A machine could do my work. I could set the machine and call it a day, pick them up, and just sell them. But then there's nothing to that. That's just cattle. That's going through the motions, where the money is more important than the experience, and I'm not designed that way. All right, so we're gonna keep cleaning. We got a lot of pieces in here, you guys. I know some of y'all wanna hang out. What's good, Romeo? You still coming to do your frame, bro? Because I just cut about 100 of these things. So I'm ready to do your live build. I know Romeo's got a live build. Angel, I know one day you're going to come down here, but we've got some frames in here for Angel. We've got some frames in here for quite a few folks that have been ordering like crazy. I think this is our highest selling frame. I would say this week. Here's another miscut. I'd say the last week or two has been more frames than, I don't know, probably almost all of 2021, actually. That's what I'm saying. It's unheard of how many. I mean, I think we did 100, we did over 100, I think, in the last 2 or 3 days. And it just keeps going. So obviously I'm redirecting the work to handle that right now. And what was I saying? Hey, thanks, Matt. Thank you very much, man. I mean, I wish people would, it's I don't know, it's one of those things where, me, I get on my soapbox, but, I keep thinking back to these people that, and they're, there's stores that sell and stores that don't repair, there's stores that repair, and I don't know. At the end of the day, here's the deal, right? Everybody's looking for the, HGLRC from me is the same HGLRC from Pyro, it's the same HGLRC from Race Day, it's the same. I mean, we don't have a say in the make of it. They make it and we all buy it, right? We're all like cattle, vultures, just bidding on it and trying to get it at the best price. But show me this. This is where the passion is for me. And a lot of people, I've been busy, Mitchell, been crazy busy. A lot of people, they think, well, man, you're just not in the scene. You don't care about it because you don't come out here and fly with us. And I'm like, bro, I don't fly with you because I'm working so that other people can fly. And that to me is more fun. It's very hard to explain to people who love FPV so much that they get to fly 10 packs a day. I don't love FPV like that. I love FPV when I'm flying and because I got a buddy sitting there. We're cutting up jokes. But, if it's not for that, I'm in the shop because while you're honing in your skills on flying better, and I'm honing in my skills on designing a better frame, cutting better, cutting faster, using better carbon fiber, designing a better strength frame, using components that'll last longer. It's just a difference but together we make up the FPV community. And that's it. You have to have both. So I take this side. And not to mention the fact that, at the end of the day, guys, my time is limited with my family and my boys and my wife. And, if I got a choice, man, I'm home. When my kids are there and my wife is there, I'm home. I can't fly. So, and I know y'all understand that, but if anybody ever says, well, man, you just don't, you don't come out and fly, I'm like, well, y'all don't come out and cut frames. That doesn't mean I love you any less. Anyways, so we got a lot of frames. That's true. Romeo, you're right, man. I'll play air tag all day long. You guys want to play air tag, you count me in. As you can see, I have a never-ending supply of frames. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this. I am willing to I'll put this out right now. If we can get an air tag event, okay, I will supply the frames myself. All right? You guys bring whatever components you want, I'll give you the frames. You can smash the frames up. I love I like to just go after people, and if I hit them and take them out, or they hit me and take me out, man, it's good laughs. But I understand that costs money. So, you know, let's just put a couple of cheap quads together. I'll supply you the frames, and we'll make some fun videos, man. We'll make some fun videos. All right, you see that? Hey, I appreciate that, Angel, and I appreciate that, Romy. Yeah, I mean, you know, the 5-inch Quattro, it really hurt my feelings when I saw some guys that used to tout it as being awesome get their butt hurt over some dumb stuff and then say my frames suck and the worst frames ever and what they call it, cheap crap carbon. And I know that they're just talking bitter because they're just, you know, they're not thinking straight. Because you got to realize, man, you know, can you imagine if you were, let's say you did reviews, right? Can you imagine if you did reviews and if you got mad at someone, your review about them, about their product went from good to bad? I mean, that would say that your reviews are biased and not true, right? Now look at me for example. And I always use this as an example because it's a fact, and you can reference it, you know, look at the web, anything. When CBS and me had parted ways a while back, I never said they were a bad product. As a matter of fact, I even said I still love their product. I don't like the way they did something a long time ago, and it's over and done with, who cares? But the point is even at the worst point, and never talk bad about their product, because that would be saying about me how much you can't trust my judgment when I don't like something. That's not fair. So, same thing goes here. Like me or not, if you like my frames when you're my friend, you sure as hell should still like my frames even if you hate me. The frames didn't change. The only thing that changed is the relationship. That has nothing to do with the quality of the frames, right? And my wife is cool as shit, man. She knows that this is the part I love the most. I mean, it really is. I'm sorry, I got a message coming at the same time. This is the part I love the most. And why do I love it the most? Because I know that what I'm doing here is going to end up in somebody's hands, and that means a lot to me. I know that they're going to enjoy what I'm sending them. If they don't, I put that guarantee on there. You know that? I mean, like, look at the guarantee that we got. We're making carbon fiber. You have no sense. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you're right about that. I'll tell you, if you don't know working with carbon fiber, man, you know, it's like, and I see people that come out with their frames, but they get it cut somewhere else. I mean, there's a bunch of companies in China that will cut the frame for you. I'm like, look, man, it's bad enough that every freaking component that we got to sell to you comes from China. No offense to China at all. I mean, I get it. You know, we gave you the opportunity, y'all pounced on it. But there's something about American made. American, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's not worth saving the penny, and I try to keep everything priced right. I can guarantee you that if you look at how many hours I've been doing the carbon fiber today, and you'll see that you can't, if I had to pay myself hourly, this would be a loss. But I don't do that. And I just love the joy at the end of the day when somebody gets my frame and says they love it. You know? Hey, thanks, Julio. Julio's one of the OGs, guys. I always call him that because I'll never forget when I first started out on the web in 2018, a buddy of mine back then said, man, you need to get on the internet. I was like, shit, I don't know what to do with that. And Julio would tune into my live feeds and stuff, and I remember he bought, he bought a small drone. I remember I built it. It was HGLRC the whole way, like an F438 stack, small camera, and that thing, I remember, I think he wrecked it, and that camera came back all walking jawed. We took care of him. You know, that's the fun part, man. I've made some America. There you go. I mean, look it like this, okay? I wasn't born here, right? I was not born in this country. I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, the Middle East, the towelhead center of towelheads. You guys know the Middle East. I know the Middle East, but let me tell you, what I can tell you is this: there's no better country on this planet. There's no better people on this planet. So when you can support them, even me, I'll support it all day long, because I promise you that if all you do is focus on the dollar and you don't support the people in here and you support foreign countries on like that much, if you go that far, boy, eventually you'll be owned by them. And I refuse to let that happen. All right? And that is a fact. That was, my parents taught me that, and it has been a fact ever since. Why do you think all of us came here, man? We earned our way here. My dad earned his way here. He did it the right way. No cheating in anywhere. He took his test I'm an American because naturally because my mom was born in New York, even though our background with her, I was born in Beirut. My brothers, my whole family except my mom was born in Beirut. But the point being is I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you've been over there, just take my word for it. You don't want everything over there here. You want to preserve what you got here, guys. Even if it means spending $10 more. I promise you. I promise you, you'll be begging to spend that $10 if this place turns. That's just my speech. Now, I know I won't go on the whole rampage about it because, boy, I tell you what, I can be long-winded. But anyways, point being is I've always believed that you make something with your hands, you do right, you're honest. Doesn't mean every product will be perfect, but you take your time, like this. Look at me. I mean, like my hands are nasty. I got more splinters. I got splinters on top of my splinters today. But it's fun. It sure is. Hey, John, I'm gonna tell you, man. Beirut, I was back there in November. I went back there in November. A lot of my family's there, and I went back this past November, and it's sad. It's really sad. But as sad as it is, it's like you go there, or many other places. I mean, just so many places in the world that I promise you, if you ever touch down in any of those places, you'll come back here. You will say the pledge. You will stand up. You will know the American history. You will know who your presidents were. You will know that when you stand up and the national anthem plays, you will stand up and you will respect it. You don't care about all that crap in the past. What you care about is you never end up like the other countries that are existing today where you can't say a word. You can't stand up even if you want to, right? So, anyways, now see there, I told y'all I got to stop. I gotta quit going on that. John, you come see me when you want, man. That's fine with me. What'd you say, spring break? You got it. I'm trying to make it the first part of spring break because that's when I won't have my boys. I have them the second half, and so I'm going to be taking off and doing stuff with them. My middle son's birthday is coming up in March as well. I'm going to be spending time. But if you can make it the first part, you got it. And I'm going to be Sam and I are putting in extra hours all this week. Actually, the whole rest of the month. We got to put in a bunch of hours. We've got so many. Oh my God! Look at this, guys. Look how many parts so far. Look at that. It's like a pasta. Who wants to come to the restaurant? Whoops. Dropping on. Anyways, so yeah, you come on down, and I'll see you during the first part of spring break if that works for you. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna get these frames ready. I think I got almost 100 frames done today, close to it actually. There's still a couple batches left, so it's not gonna be all in here. Got a bunch of the Tank 95s done today. Had a lot of people order those. I appreciate y'all's support with that. Anyways, that's my jibber jabber. So there's that. Let's see you. Yes, and no problem. I appreciate you, man. It's just me, man. Always rambling. Always seeing what's going on. All right, I think we're not almost done with this bucket, but we're getting close. I got a few more pieces here and there. I'm going to dry them off. I'm going to show you what and I know this is a lot for y'all guys to have to watch, so trust me, it will not hurt my feelings if you can't watch any longer, if you got to go, but my whole point here is I know we got some students that are tuning in, and I promised them that I would show them as well, so I want to show them what the final product looks like after all that we do with this material. So let's see what we got here. I'm running out of space in my oh my God, it's like this bucket never ends. Holy moly. I'm gonna have to use a new, let me see. I need to expand here. Alright. This is not a strainer, but it'll do for now. Yeah, trying to keep it clean. I feel you, Romeo. I say, man, I don't know how much I can watch of me doing this, but I do appreciate y'all's support. Getting all this clean. Oh, just got a few little pieces left, so that's good. We got the microfiber cloth today so that we can make sure that there's no splinter pieces at all. Microfiber is awesome for that because it'll snag immediately. But I mean, I'm rubbing my hands across this, and so usually if I hit a splinter, you'll see me jump out of this chair. But the sanding was really on point today, so shouldn't be a problem. Oh, yeah. That's right, Robert. Look at this is what happens when you play with carbon fiber. It ends up permanently on your skin. That's a good point. That's funny. But these hands, there are splinters hidden in them hands. I can feel them. All right, a couple pieces left. Got this nasty, dirty water here. All right, that does it. Now it's time to dump out this water and make sure that we do not I have to dump it through this strainer though, so that we do not lose any pieces by accident. So let me just, oh boy, here we go. Cool. No pieces came out. That means we got everything. It's getting clean. The bucket goes down. The strainer comes up. Let's clean all that off. There's some debris in there that we'll throw out. That's fine. Now, you cannot leave the sink dirty. So, you gotta clean up before you go to step 2. So let me just wipe this down real quick, guys. Then we'll go on to step 2. All right, so now that that's done, we'll let the sink sit a little bit. Okay, put the strainer in here. I'm gonna take this stuff over to the table and I'm gonna come get the camera then and take you guys with me. Give me 1 second and we will be cooking with grease here in just a minute. All right, let's move the camera. Let's get everybody situated. Here we go. Oh yeah, we still got prints going on. Y'all can see that. Still got some prints going on. I'm gonna set up right here, right behind where I do this sanding. But I'm gonna just do it probably like that. There's my trusty fire extinguisher, so that bad stuff doesn't happen in here too often. It happens, just not too often, hopefully. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, we'll take our, make sure I got all the pieces. I do. So we're going to take our bucket. Now let's make sure that I got this set for you guys. Sorry if I'm jittering the camera too much. There we go. Well, that sucks. Hold on. There's got to be a better way to do this. I think there is. Hold on. Sorry. How about we do it like this? Y'all just don't go throwing up because I'm shaking everything all over the place. Let's replace the tables, and that'll make it easier. All right, that should make it easier. We'll mount this up quite a ways, and we'll just have some conversation time. How's that sound? Perfect. Okay, so now we're cooking with grease. Here we go. Secondhand dishwasher. I assume you mean a machine and not a person. just trying to make jokes. Let me do this here real quick. Let's do that. There we go. Got all these things pretty in the background, so I'm sorry. I know that noise is going to get a little bit of a pain in the butt there. Okay, so let's get to it. Here we go. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to start drying these off, making sure that they came out good. And again, I'm going to switch cameras because I want to show you this. This is an error right here that I was talking about. So if you look at that right there, where the hell is the camera on this thing? There it is. So you can see how on this side, the holes went through, right? And on this side, they didn't. Okay, so that's a piece that's going to be, that's an error piece. It started to, but it didn't go all the way through, right? So this will go on the bench, and I'll re-drill that through the press. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's what I do now is I search for any error pieces. There was one specific run that we had. The work Mule, hey man, that's it. So the error parts will go here, and I had a run probably about 2 weeks ago, and I had pulled those parts and didn't wash them or sand them. I did that today, and so that's why I'm pulling those now, because I'm going to go ahead and clean them. Now these are coming out great. They're smooth, no problems, and if you take the microfiber, which is what I'll do at the end, I'm not going to make you guys have to watch all that, but I'll go over them with microfiber. If there's anything pulled, it means there's a snag. We've got a problem. If not, these are going to lay down right here anyway, and we're going to keep cleaning. That's it. So you can see here, these are the bases for all the raptures that were ordered. Okay, so and then here's our tank. Here's our tank 95, guys. So proud of this thing. It's pretty sweet. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's like nice little quad. These are the top 2 hour Genesis that you saw me sanding earlier today. All these are the parts that we sanded earlier when I went live, and I don't know, I just kind of like going live. It's fun to talk with y'all and do this kind of thing. So let's do this and this. What is that? One frame that we do. That's the piece for that one, by the way. So here's another rapture. And so you can look at it, and this is an errored piece right here. It's got the holes did not drill out in the specific spot. So we'll make room here and start putting those up here. So the good news is that you guys won't, my hope is that you don't, I catch the piece before it ever makes it out of here. Since I'm the only one that's doing this, the odds are pretty high that I should spot it, but I don't know, if there's a mistake, you at least should know it's not intentional, and I'll definitely be no good on it. Even these small ones, there was a handful of them from a cut 2 weeks ago. And here's the top plate to the Quattros. Probably one of my best sewing frames. Lay these out better. I'm printing, here, I'll show you. I can take this thing over here and I'll show you. So let me angle this down just a little bit and turn this around. And on this particular, on these two right here, let me switch the camera over here. Right there, so I'm printing the ducts for our, they look like this. And they go on the Martian 140 plug-in pilot. We've got a lot of schools that pick those up. And I had a gentleman order some today. And then on this side, these are those secure cable pieces for your DJI goggles. You run your cable through here, you screw this into the side, and that way your cable doesn't accidentally pull we had a couple, we had a company order a handful of those, and so I was just running those right now. So that's what I'm printing. That's what I got going on that side. You know, we usually, the idea was to have 20 printers up and running, but things got a little busy, so we've only got about 10 right now. The other 10 will be in here soon. I have them, I just haven't set them up yet. A lot of things we haven't finished setting up. I need to move closer. Romeo, bro, I'm telling you, bro, come on. Matter of fact, look, you know, I'll tell you like this. We've had this conversation many times, folks, and I'm not one to shy away from it. I am, you can see, I mean, I'm working right now. I'm very, you know, whatever, I don't know. I'm very focused, very strict on how things go. But I'll tell you that all of you are invited. Come on down, and if you want to use some of the equipment, you want to have your frame made while you wait. I mean, you know, I want to enjoy it. I told Romeo, I said, Romeo, come on down, man. The shop is yours. Come on in here and start working on the stuff, man. Follow your dreams. I'm not saying your dreams working here. I'm saying follow your dreams. Like if you have designs you want to make, this place is more fun when it gets to be shared with people who enjoy seeing their creativity, you know, come together. And I know not everybody has CNCs or carbon fiber sheets, and we got a few hundred big sheets over here. It's more fun when you can share those things, you know, with you guys. So come on down, enjoy. These are those arms. Again, I can't remember. I wish I could remember the name. What's that frame name? I just don't remember right now. One source open racer. Open racer. Okay, so all these parts here are for the open racer that we have sold the hell out of. It's a V2 version. A couple little tweaks that I did. I just kind of preferred it better as if I've got to warranty it, then I wanted to make a few changes. No big deal though. It's still much respect to Ivan and everybody else who's had their hands in that. They very good frame. So, and these are the open racer. These are the arms, by the way. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's gonna be a busy day here. You're more than welcome to come on by though. I'll be talking like, hey, bye. It's gonna be crazy. We got a school district out in Dallas who we are providing stuff to, curriculum to, and they just received some of their drones and they're gonna need some help. I told Romeo, I told you Romeo, I said what? I said go over here and just answer the phone once and deal with the grumpy person and see how much fun it is. They sure as heck can suck the life out of you. But we got some amazing customers too, man, that have been really awesome. So anyway, so I guess we use this time. Let's see. We're getting ready to do more on that discount FPV. I've got about 50% of the inventory that's here that I want to blow out. I just want to blow it out and you know, try to recover what I've got in it if possible. But I've got to make room for a bunch of new stuff that we're doing, and a lot of it's going to be all custom work. So, you know, trying to stock 10,000 motors really isn't my thing anymore. I still have about 15,000 motors here. So I want to do a deal and just have a huge inventory sale, hook everybody up. And I'm going to try to figure out the best way to do that. That's awesome. Yeah, you answer that way. Watch how fast they hang up. See, these arms came out great. I mean, like, they're so smooth and rounded. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys. I don't know if it's possible to show you on the thing, but I'm gonna try here. Hold on. Let me see if I can dry it off. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. How the hell am I gonna do this? Is it this one? Nope. This one. Yep. Let me do that one and turn it around here. I don't know if this is going to help. I'm going to try to show it to you because I got a camera right here, so I'm going to go right here real quickly. So if you look at this right here, this is, I'm going to try to back it off a little bit, but I want you to see. If I can turn it just a little, I don't know, that light's going to hit it kind of funny. Anyways, what you want to look at is you want to see all these wet spots. Ignore the little shining, the wet spots, but the layers are just, they're sanded almost like they, the word fusing together would be wrong. The term fusing together, but I mean, it's like you can't, I mean, I don't get a splinter. I mean, not that you would get a splinter, but it's just smooth. This is some of the smoothest I've done with the new sandpaper I was using. And look at me, I'm like licking it because I'm just trying to give an example. That one I'll leave for me. That's my licked arm. No, it's not. No. These are new motors. This isn't. I've got a ton of used stuff, but these are going to be used new motors. It's just that I've got too much inventory, and I have, for lack of a better word, I've kind of got tired of playing the pricing game and who can sell the same motor for the cheapest price. And I mean, I know hands down that if it came down to it, we'd be able to, because retail selling the parts makes me zero. It doesn't support the business at all. It's just part of the process, I guess. So to me, if I sell it at cost, it would do me no more harm than trying to sell it for a profit, because it sits here less time if you sell it, cheap. So the problem is I like to hoard everything. Hey, listen, Robert, it's exactly how I teach my kids. I tell them the same thing. God makes a-holes so you can appreciate the good ones, the good people. I mean, if you didn't have them on earth, how would you know what good was and how valuable they were? I agree 100%. But I feel like maybe it's just hey, thank you, brother. You take care as well, my friend. You be good. Thanks for tuning in. I know this isn't the most fascinating video stuff. I just like to hang out. Yeah, I know. It's just like after a while, it's just you have to sell the parts as a service. Oh, look, man. Here's the deal, right? So, for those of you that are not in the retail market or retail industry, and it has to be specific retail industry, right? Because it has to be an industry that allows you to buy stuff, break it, buy it from somebody else, say that you bought it from the original person and it was broken, and replace it, and end up with free stuff, right? So imagine that is now, hey, what up, Bryce? Woo woo! That's what the problem is now. It's taken the fun out of it because too many people are trying to manipulate the system, and hey, they'll buy motors here, and then they would have already bought motors somewhere else. The other ones already broke, then they get ours, and they say, oh, by the way, the ones you just sent us are broken. I'm like, man, come on. So, believe it or not, yeah, no, I know. But believe it or not, I started marking flight controllers. and I started marking them. I'd open them up, right? Because we can reseal them. I mean, it's just metal, it's just a silver bag, right? An anti-static bag. And I started putting marks on them. And I had people send back flight controllers saying they were the ones that I sent them, but there was no mark on it. And so they'd say, well, I got it replaced already. I don't need the one you sent me. And I'm like, okay, let me see how you got it replaced. And I see my mark, like, hey, bud, here's the video of me marking that flight controller before I shipped it. I mean, we just had that happen not too long ago. It's funny, and then there's that moment of, oh, God, what do I say? Because when I do that, after, I don't remember, maybe a year ago, I started randomly recording things that we would ship out. We would pack them. Oh, it was after a guy tried to say that he ordered a drone with a Vista, and then the Vista didn't come with it. And that started becoming a big thing. And idiots like Amazon, who are obviously making a ton of money, so rich idiots, will allow people to, like, Amazon buys it. They fall for that crap. So we knew it was going to happen, and it did. They tried to do it here. So I video recorded every drone that we did that had a Vista in it that we packed, even to the point where the label was put on it and it was picked up so we could follow the process. And we had people try, and then we'd show the video to PayPal or whoever, and we'd win the dispute. But my God. That's a lot of work, man. The real question is, you ever gotten this hate? I hate Whoop. Whoop is stupid. I don't know. Shut up, Bryce. Bryce knows me, man. He knows these things. I have never liked that word. So, Anyways, it's just the way it is. It's like guys it's like I was watching the video, what was it, on TikTok or something? My wife showed me a guy got mad because his girlfriend took the tag off his clothes. And she's like, why'd you get mad? He said, because I couldn't return it after I got done wearing it. I'm like, see, that guy's going to be an FPV soon. Be my luck. Yeah, awkward moment of silence. Extremely, extremely. I mean, here. If any of the guys who are doing this, I don't think they're watching me, but if any of you guys happen to come across this video and you're one of the ones that does this, let me help you. Whatever you do not start off a support ticket with, I've been doing this for years, and I know that I did this right. Please do not start the support ticket off that way, because I'm going to tell you that I've been doing it for a while, and I still screw stuff up. So it's not a defense to say you've been doing it for years. So we all laugh, those of us who are in the retail, who, you know, some of the stores, we all talk with each other, some of the other guys at other FPV stores, and we always laugh at the different tickets we get. It's like, okay, look, please don't start with that. As a matter of fact, just start off with, hey man, I think I screwed this up. And I'll be like, shit, I'll just give you another one just because you saved me all that time. So why not? Yep, 3D printing. Oh man, I was 3D printing a bunch of these prop guards, and it's a 3-hour and 45-minute print, and one guard failed. So I got 3 good ones, but I'm just going to print all 4 of them again, just so I can have extras. I got to send them to a customer in a school. All right. God, there's a lot of pieces here. You'll get arthritis. So I've got to get rid of all this inventory. That's why I opened the group Discount FPV. It's a Facebook group, because I was going to do discount codes, right? And they're just going to be, if you're in that group and you get a discount code for the day, you got it. So like, here's what I'm thinking, right? I ended up with some Radio Masters. I really don't know how, because I'm not into selling the Radio Masters, but I think we got a deal on them or something. I don't know. I'll show you, Bryce. I'll show you the Ender 3, I think is what it is. Anyway, so like, I want to get rid of all the Radio Masters. I don't promote them. Not that they're bad. They don't fit with what I do. So I've got like, I don't remember how many I've got left, but I mean like $120, you know, it's something like that. I'm like, here, just take them, 120. But you can't pay me like PayPal where I have to pay fees. You can friend and family it, you can do something else, but do not get me fees, because I don't want to lose, right? And I know that with prices that have gone up, if I was to sell things at what I paid or very close to it, man, there may be some stores that want to buy it, but I don't want to sell to the stores. I want to give the opportunity to the FPV people. There are only so many viewers. Oh man, nobody likes my views, bro. I appreciate that, but I'm used to it. I'm like that guy that few people like, many people don't like, and I'm okay with that, actually. I'm not looking for a ton of people. I'm looking for a quality, not quantity. There, I'll use that. That way it doesn't make me look so stupid when I have 2 people watching. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. What's good, man? Let me see. I had a customer tell me on an $8,000 paint job, told me a piece flaked off and had his son told me did it. You see? Yeah, straight to the point. You know, my wife says, man, you get more bees with honey. See, my wife knows me though, so she knows I don't carry honey. Anyways, you just deal with it, you know. I'm Dutch, and we can be blunt too, as some say. Hey, it's, you know what the thing is look, here's the deal, right? The way I look at things is like this. Look, I'm not always going to get along with everybody. You're not always going to get along. But at the end of the day, we keep our integrity, right? So if you don't lose your integrity, right? If you're not a sellout, if you know, like I said, you know, I got guys that 1 minute they said my frames were awesome. Then when they got mad at me, oh, my frames are the worst ever made. That's integrity at that point. What would have really established integrity with them at that point would have been like, man, look, I don't like you anymore, but you still make a damn good frame. Now that to me, that's respect. I got respect for people. Don't do that, you know. They're not like that, which is fine. I mean, that's everybody's choice. But all it does at the end of the day is make it, what do you call it? I call them opportunists. What's my best in-house made 5-inch freestyle frame? Call. Well, you know, that's a good question. I got Angel that loves the Quattro. I got the here, this one, the Genesis. Probably, and Bryce, which ones do you have? What is the one? Because I know, oh no, Bryce, that's the build we did for you. That's not our frames. That's just the build that we did. The Genesis is probably, this is the top plate to the Genesis. The Genesis is one of my better frames as well. But it really depends on, hey, a handshake. Hey, thanks, Greg. I appreciate you. And yes, I agree with you. You do what you think is right. I mean, the problem is sometimes what you think is right is trying to keep the other person down if they're not giving you what you want, I guess. And I've never understood that, but hey, you know what? Everybody's allowed their own, man. I'm not here. I do my things that people don't like. Handshakes are the way to go, for sure. As far as the freestyle frame goes, one thing that I will tell you is if you tell me, it's a little different here, right? I'm doing things a little differently now, and this may be good for people, it may not. I'm gonna feel it out, but if you said to me, for example, hey, I wanna be able to fly this long, and this is how much weight I'm gonna be carrying, I can tell you then which frame is the best and which combination is the best, because all the machines out here, oh yeah, that's it, he's got the Genesis. So the Genesis is, and I don't know if you've ever seen Bryce fly, but his it flows, it's like liquid. Right? He's got the Slam Genesis, and that's something that I am very proud of, that frame. That's a long time frame that I haven't dropped. I love it, and it still sells. We still sell it really well. So if you check that out, and don't forget, man. I mean, one thing that I will say is those, all the frames. If you look at the guarantee I put online, look, it's satisfaction guarantee. Okay, I stand behind my work. If you get that frame and you don't like it, look. Don't crash it, don't wreck it, right? I mean, just try it, see if you like it. If you don't like it, man, you're golden. Send it back to me. I'll put a credit on your account. You can buy something else, okay? Now, that to me says, not only do I believe in my product, but I also believe that you work hard for your money, and you shouldn't be out that money because something doesn't fit your needs. So I'll help you. Now, don't try to use that excuse with electronics, but with my frames, of course, because there's a million companies out there that make frames. So to set me apart, I'm going to give you a guarantee so that you cannot lose. Okay? You just can't lose. I mean, I've already put the details on the lifetime warranties, the limited lifetime warranties. Everything I can to show you that I'll stand behind the product. And yes, I know, Bryce, I got to hit one with a baseball bat to show how strong it is. I've done a lot of thinking about that. But soon. Any race frames? Now we're having fun. So race frames, I have a frame that I'm going to introduce to you that I worked on. I'll introduce it this week, okay? And it is the only frame that requires no screw removal to change the arms. Okay? You do not have to remove any of the screws to change any of the arms. And that is going to be the new frame. Matter of fact, if you don't mind me getting up, I may try to go grab that in a second just to give you a sneak peek at it. Yeah, Bryce knows, man. I mean, the prototypes are endless, the designs are endless, but this one was really interesting because through the testing of it, it survived. And imagine if all you have to do is you loosen a screw, you loosen it. No, hold on, let me see, make sure I didn't feel it. Yeah. Okay, that's an error. Boom, rejected. No need to take a screw out to snap the arm in, and you're good to go. Yep, I'm serious. I worked on it, I tested it, and it worked. The Genesis is legit, you know, it's a very strong frame. The base is very strong. That frame will last you a long, long time. The only thing on the Genesis that has broken, to be honest with you, are these, right? These plates will, they used to snap. I mean, not common. I think I snapped like 3 out of all the ones I've ever sold. But of all the parts that broke, that was the part that was that took the beating. And so I adjusted the strength of it and the design a little bit. But again, don't forget, you got a warranty there. You break it, I'll send you another piece. It's a piece of cake. That's easy, you know? I mean, we do stand behind those things. 3-dimensional puzzle pattern on each side between the arm and the bottom plate. Yes, I know. Stop going all crazy. Oh, John, they love it, dude. We had fun. I told you they were going to stick it to their heads and put like magnets on their head and start trying to hit each other with the magnetic darts. I wasn't lying. So there's that. Oh, speaking of my boys, oh, that's my wife. Okay. Let me tell her. I have to text her in a minute because I told her I'd be going home. Oops. In just a little bit. Little did I know I was going to be doing this. I didn't tell her I was going to be doing this. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'll tell you what, before I head out, I'm going to grab that frame, at least let you guys see that frame. Hopefully I can give you a good demonstration of what it is. So, yeah, I mean, like, look, you know, it's you know, I don't think I've sold a frame yet that I haven't talked to the person at some point, at least communicated personally with. When it comes to my frames, man, they're nothing big. I understand. But it's like this. If I'm sitting here for 2 hours, today I've put in about, let's see, I got here at 9:30, and so I've almost put in about 12 hours of framework. And you know, I like to know the people that are going to be flying them. I like to know that they're, you know, make that relationship with someone. You know, you're not a number here. Well, anyways, you know all that, blah, blah, blah. Whoops, oh, no, wait, that was a good one. Hold on. Hold on, let me just save the good ones. All right, so we're getting to the bottom of the barrel here. Almost there. And I'll grab that frame and I'll show you. So it was designed so that you couldn't lose a screw and you didn't have to spend so long, you know, unscrewing stuff and putting another arm in. So I put a snap piece on it and a hinge, I guess basically is how you'd say it. And you just roll it, so you turn it and pop it into place, snaps in. You could literally lose the screw from the arm and it would still fly. That thing will stay in there because it's cut in a way to where it snaps around the screw, not feeds into the screw. So I'll show you. Oh, hey man, I appreciate that. And you know, it's funny because right before we did that, one of the guys that was here, Jack, the old man Jack, who's a very close friend of mine, just awesome guy. He's like, I don't get it. Like, and he wasn't being a jerk. He's saying, what are people going to say? You know, like, they're going to find something wrong with that. And he's right. And I, as much as I hate to admit it, I mean, obviously, it doesn't test it like a normal flight, but I had this conversation with a certain individual who might be listening, and I said, look, here's the deal. I took a 78-gram frame, and I put a portion of a 5,000-pound vehicle on it, the front portion. Uh-oh, that's my wife. Hold on. Oh, she's calling me. Whoa. Hello? Hey, we're live, so don't say anything bad about me.
What?
I said I'm live right now, so don't say anything bad about me.
Okay, you didn't answer my text. I was just making sure you're okay.
I am. I'm just finishing up here, Mama, and then I'm going to be coming home.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that didn't get me. I got out of trouble. Anyway, so the way I look at it is like this. The idea was to show how much the frame could hold in weight Yeah, I wonder who, Bryce. But and that was it. It wasn't anything more than to say, look, most frames that are going to be lighter than this are going to be plastic frames or not going to be full carbon, you know, and so they wouldn't be able to hold this kind of weight. So, but of course there were some people that said, well, what does this do? It does nothing to tell me how durable the frame is. I'm like, well, you're right. You probably won't have a car park on top of it. But if you did, shit would be still there. So we said she couldn't have. Man, I know. No, we had. she worked her butt up here all day. She was working hard. So she actually went and got sushi and brought it up here. And so I know it wasn't for dinner. It's just that, well, you know, I'm supposed to leave the shop at a certain time. And I respect that because I love hanging out with my wife. But it did help that we were live, and I said, hey, I'm live, don't say anything bad about me. All right, we're down to probably about 25% of this left. Yeah, I mean, it is just a matter of just showing, hey, look. Part of it was really just to say, the car thing was different. It was just because I like to do things a little different. But it was really just to show how light it was and pretty much what the creation was. And that it could fit a full Vista in there, and you know, you could fly for 5 minutes. And I mean, if I didn't park the truck on there, if I didn't put the tire on there, then I guess I could have saved myself that part of the criticism. But and if they're criticizing you, it means something, you know? So let them criticize. Kind of like, if you're gonna, in the news, I guess, if you're in there, it's publicity. I don't know. Let them criticize. And what I tell you, Bryce, I said, as soon as those people that want to see more tests on durability, I said, as soon as they have a frame that's smaller and lighter that can park that kind of weight on it, then we can go to stage 2. But until then, what more do I have to prove? Hey, I'll tell you that the last time I did this was about 3 years ago. I think Julio Torres remembers it. 3 years ago, or probably the beginning of 2018, actually, 4 years ago. And man, did I catch some crap about it. These people went all like, well, what does that do? That doesn't show how strong it is. And I guess I had to get all like physics with them, like, listen, the velocity and the force and the newtons and the, oh my God, it wasn't worth it. By the time I was done, I was like the super nerd that was like, forget it, just don't forget I did it. I mean, it was, if you saw that video, that frame was so thin. It was like 2 millimeters it was like a 2 millimeter carbon fiber arch, right? And I could park the car on it. And it was just the design that allowed it to support that weight. And I don't know if on a Friday at 3 o'clock in rush hour traffic, if a nuclear bomb went off, if the frame would survive. Who cares? I just wanted to show that the design could hold that much weight. I know. See, Julio remembers. Man, I got some crap for that one. And here's what I figured. I've realized this. I've realized that there are just some people out there that if they're not first, or if they're not, I don't know, they just get butthurt. So now I just like to do that and see how mad they get. It's fun that way. All right, so we got a tower of pieces here. Holy crap, look at this. Well, we're almost done. We're almost done. Anyways, we don't have a ton of followers. I know we don't have a lot of people watching, but I do appreciate those of you that are able to tune in. Please, you know, let people know about us at least, if you can. What's up? Bull SFPV Paul. What's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, I think this towel's just about, I don't know, I think there's a little piece of clean spots left. All right, let's put that. Almost there. Almost there. Oops, wait, let's get these. Woo-hoo. I was trying to stack these, but it's not gonna happen. My Ritalin is worn off. Stuff's gonna start falling now. So, all right, look at that. There it is. The Tank 95 top plate. Very tiny. Very, very, very tiny. That's it. Beast mode. That's what I know. All right. Oh man, almost there. What do we got? Like maybe 20 pieces left. And these ones are going to be tiny, so they should be quick. A couple more of these open racer arms. Yep. Looking good. I appreciate y'all. I hope you enjoy it. And you know, I got to do something cool, you know, because like with all the carbon fiber we have and all the other machines and everything that we have, how many frames is your first batch? Perhaps you mentioned this. So I think the batch, because there's 2 more things like this, I think it's completes 100 frames today. So it should be 100 cut frames today, 100 pieces cut to make 100 frames. There you go. That's it. Guys, there's 4 barrels of parts that are turning right now with soap for washing. So, hey, you know what? It's funny you say that. I saw somebody posted about that, and I went and tuned in, and and I saw the part where it happened to finally show it while it was live, right? And I was like, woo! Yeah, you know what? It's a finished issue to me. I think he said kudos to me, but not kudos for the marketing. He's 100% right. I don't have it. I mean, like we don't, you know, we just don't, we don't have the, thanks man, I appreciate that. God bless these friends, please. Oh, thanks, there's one. I know our market, I mean, we're 2 people that run this thing. We're a company that has invested, you know, it's just me and Sam. You know, Sam does all the shipping, all the inventory. I do all the website work. I create the website, create the curriculum for the kids, cut the frames, do the repairs, do the RMAs. It's not anybody here. So yeah, we fall short on the marketing, and we fall short on the getting out there and meeting people and getting our name on the videos that other people do. But I'm gonna tell you like this, it's the same, and this is Sam. I'll credit my wife with the following. A couple months ago, or a little over maybe a month ago, she said, look, I don't want to be the biggest. I just want to be the best. I don't want to be the biggest. We don't have to be the biggest. Just be the best at whatever we're gonna do. Let's just be the best. And that's when I was like, you know, my frames. I know that I do good carbon fiber work. You know, I do the best I can at it. Let's just say it like that. And so could I do that if I had 1 million people buying from me? No, I would probably not even be building my frames. I'd have had to have hired people. And at that point, where's the fun? I mean, at that point, the game's over for me. I promise you, this job isn't for the money. This job is, it teaches my kids that you have to work hard. It sets an example. And it gives me a skill, man. I got a skill, you know? Anyways, I don't know how I said JB and then I went on that whole spiel, but yes, I did see that, by the way. And I did appreciate that at least he gave me the kudos for that. What's your 5-inch Bando Basher? Bryce, you can chime in on this one, I guess, because trying to think of what I would consider a bando basher. Great to see. Oh, glad to see. Hey, thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's up and running. And sorry, I didn't mean to dodge a question here. I just finally finished this stack. So there you go. So all these, when they're stacked nicely, these are all done. They were actually stacked for a while, and then my Ritalin wore off, and now they're all whoppy jawed. So, like we said, these are the base plates for some of the Raptors. Those of you that ordered, these are one of probably 5 sets of Raptor base plates. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, there's 10 Raptor plates there, and then here's the top plates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's another batch. I think we sold about 30 Raptors. Almost 100 of the takes. And I don't know, everything else. So, I mean, that's why there's so many parts cut. Anyways, so if you want to wait 1 second, I'm going to go and grab that frame. Now, it's going to take me, I've just got to run to the other side of the shop there and grab it. So it's going to be weird. You're going to stare at this table for a second. But let me go grab that real quick, kind of show you what I was working on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not that good at running right now. I'm tired. Let me just show you a few things here, guys. And, I know it's probably not the best table to do it here, but maybe if I can, I don't know. Okay, maybe if I can make some room here, perhaps, and show you guys a couple of the frames, at least to give you an idea. Yeah, those are all going to fall down anyway. So let me move the camera here, and I'll show you guys a couple of things real quickly in this mess before I call it a night. So just focus on that mess right there, I guess. Here, I'll try to do it like that. Look at that heap of mess. All right, now let me move this out of the way. Bring this in. Okay, so let me organize everything now. These are the pieces that need to go. Yeah. This. Okay, there, easier. Okay, first of all, there's the Tank 95. Gotta love it, my favorite right now. Have fun with this one. Okay, this is the Titus, in case you hadn't seen that one. This is an ultra-light, super fast frame. I designed it so that if it hit the ground, it would roll and not smash, not break the arms. So this is a rocket. This is all I can describe this as is it's a rocket. It did real well on our sales with those. This is the Rapture, which is what I was telling you. So this was my test one. This is the one that you saw me get 20 minutes of flight time out of. So that's a design right there. The base plate is right here. These are the bottom bumpers. These are the braces. I don't know. This frame's a beast. I mean, it really is a beast. And it's modular. So this was supposed to be like the Quattro, but just you could swap some parts, right? In case okay. So anyway, so that's that one. This is, I think we mentioned the Genesis. This is the Genesis right here. And don't forget that on our Genesis and some of these, we use the almost like a puzzle piece here to put the arms together, so you have very little possible movement. In this design here, you could lose all the screws but one on each, and the arms will stay very still. So just to let you know, so this one was 20 minutes. That was the big thing is I said we'd get to 30, and I'm going to make that. I have the video for 20. And I'm not at 30 yet, but that's not because we can't get there. It's because I had to make I basically had to do some other things, but I could probably guarantee that by April this will have almost 30 minutes on it. All right, it's getting there. I promise you. There's a lot of work going into the motor selection and stuff. So this is the Genesis right here. This is one of my bad boys right here. So I'll set that one up here, and then let me show you this one. So here's the frame design. And this is the one I was talking. Sorry, it's all in pieces right now because I'm redoing a few things. So let me see if I can try to show you how, as easy as this is. So basically, the idea is, let me tighten this down here because I want to make sure I can show you properly. Let me see where's the. That's this way over here. All right, so I'm trying to pick a side to show you. So this is the front of the quad. This would be the front of it here. So you basically would loosen the screw. And then what you do is, and I'm going to try to do this without, I don't know if I can show you properly. Let me see if I can, bear with me a second here. So the way the arms are designed is that, I don't know if I can do this on the camera. Let me see if I can show you this on the camera. Maybe easier with this one. Bear with me a second, because one of these is going to be able to show you better than the other with the camera angle. But this is how the arm comes out, okay? So I don't know if you can see that on this angle here. I may have picked the wrong arm to show you. But then what happens is the arm pops in, and if I get it to pop in here, and then it'll basically lock back in. Here, I think I can show you on this one with the camera angle, maybe a little bit better. So you have the arms like this, and it goes in right here, and then it just pops and locks in, and that's it. So you don't have to remove any screws. The design here is that this will wrap around this screw here, just like that. That curves in, and that can't go. It's done right there, and then you just tighten it. I don't know if I gave the best angle to show you that one. I always get confused when the camera's facing. I got my little camera here flapping all over the place. So that's the idea, though. So the idea is that you could. I think I can show you this way easier. So you basically loosen these two like this, right? Just loosen them. You don't take them out. You take it. You pop the arm out. You see, arms are just like that, right? So they're completely interchangeable. So if you want, let's say I broke that arm, I come back in and say, oh, here's my arm. I pop it right back in, no screws, and it's locked in. That's it. All right. And the same on this side. Oops, that's what I'm doing is I think I'm doing this one backwards. Let me see if I can get that one. I don't know, remember how I did this side. But anyway, so is it this way? I always forget on this one. I haven't messed with this in a while, but I will tell you that on here, actually it goes like this. So yeah, it's supposed to be efficient. I mean, that was the design, that was the idea behind it. And I'm gonna sit here all day. There we go. So I forgot, I want you to hear this, so I'm not gonna say anything now. I'm gonna try to show you exactly what this is like. This is a brand new arm, so just listen to the pop that it makes. If I can get this to work for you, here goes. Let me see if I can get that in there. Okay, that pop means it popped right in. You see, it's not coming out. It's latched on there because the carbon fiber curls right around the screw. And so when you put it in there like this, it snaps in, just like that, and then you put it in place and it locks in. So these are locked in, but then it takes 2 seconds to, if I put this one here, it takes 2 seconds to put them out, and you can replace them. So you have this one here that comes out, and this one that comes out, and you can swap them out if you want. So I don't know if that makes sense to many, but that was what the design was for, was to make it easy to swap the arms out. Okay, so you can, just like that, arm broke, take this one, put it in, turn it, and then you just lock it down, and that's the end of it. I know I'm kind of making it look weird because I've done that. This is also a Rapture. This is the Rapture 5-inch, and so I'll have it on the side. I didn't put it on the side. A bolt and, I don't know, what's a bolt and, I don't know what that means, Bryce. Don't give me words I don't know. But anyway, so again, like you get here and it'll pop right in, just like that. It makes that snapping noise, right? So you can't lose it. Pops in, arm's in there now, so when you pop it in, and then you just turn it, and that's it. And it's not going anywhere. It can't extend. Just tighten it down and you're done. So no screws to take out, okay? I know I probably beat that to death now, but I didn't have it set up to really demo, but anyways, it should show you that how quickly, you know, just loosen and then go, and then in 2 seconds, you know, you're like, okay, I need another one. So you can have your motor already on it, and then you just pop it in, and if you don't throw it off the table, yeah, it goes. So yeah, anyways, okay, so that's about it, guys. I hope that there it goes just like that. Anyways, all right, I'm babbling, I'm tired, and so let me do this. Okay, so listen, I've had a wonderful day today doing some live videos. That's that frame, sorry, I know if I'm, it is a pretty cool frame, and I love it. I wanted to wait a little while before I put it out there, but I said I would have it out by March, so I will. Anyways, I've had a great time doing these live feeds today. I know we're not the biggest. I know we don't have a ton of followers, but I want to tell you, this takes a regular 22. So anything like a standard 5-inch motor, okay, will fit. And like I said, I mean, you could sit here and yank on this. I mean, I'm pulling the hell out of it, but then just lightly, you just turn it the other way and it comes out, okay? So, and like I said, no screws. You just loosen the screws and that's it, just like that. And it's got the braces, okay? So you fly it with braces, all right? And so the braces do fit on this one. Okay, I forgot you don't have a top camera, so it does come with braces too. All right, so I'll put all that. I'll have that on the website here by tomorrow. How's that? This was the prototype, and so I'll do a final cut and show it. Anyways, I guess what I want to say was thank you to all of you. There's more frames, and one day I'll do a video on those. Just want to say thank you for your support from all of us, my family. God bless y'all, all right? I appreciate all y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Got a bunch of stuff coming up, having a good time. God bless you guys, and take it from me, most of all, go spend time with your family, guys. You never know how much time you have left. God bless to the folks all around the world who in the Ukraine who are having a tough time. My heart bleeds for y'all. I pray for y'all every day and for everybody else. Okay, all right, guys, peace. I appreciate y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.